Hey, what's up YouTube? How you doing? Welcome to the vlog. I have a 2015 Chevy Silverado HD diesel. We're going to be doing a review. This is going to be our first video. Check it out. I've done a few things here and there to the truck. Nothing major yet. We have something big coming up next weekend, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait. And I'll be dropping my truck off at the shop on Monday to get that work done. So I just want to kind of do a review on how it looks as it does right now. All right, this is it. My beauty, my pride and joy. This is my baby. Let's just get with the front. Right here I have the Enzo headlights. I did like the OEM headlight style, but I started looking around and these look a lot better. And let me flash them real quick. They are the switchback where they turn orange when you're blinking, and they also turn white as well. So I like this light bar right here. I think it looks pretty awesome, and it goes along with the same style of the headlights that came with the truck, with these three lines here being here. So I like that a lot too. So it changes it up a little bit, but it doesn't change the whole look of the truck, how it comes from the factory. I always did want to color match and do something with the front grille and bumper. It is chrome underneath. I went with the fastest, cheapest route for right now. I just went with the spray-on plastic dip, and it works. It works for a couple months, and then it starts peeling after you start washing the truck. So this is definitely not a long-term thing that I would recommend anybody doing. But it changed the look of the truck. It made it look a lot nicer. Right now, as you can see, I have a bunch of stuff that's peeling, which is why I don't like it. And I wanted to go ahead and leave this part chrome. That way it gives it a little bit of a pop, the Chevy bow tie. And I also plastic dipped the inside of the bow tie black. I actually did that way before I did all the rest. So this is held up pretty well since it's a small part. But I think once you start doing bigger parts of chrome, it definitely does not hold up as well as the actual bow tie has itself. This has been on there for close to a year, and it's pretty darn good. Obviously I have the stock wheels on it. That's what I'm very excited about. Coming Monday, my rims just got in. They took 6 weeks to build, so if you could imagine, waiting for those 6 weeks has been pretty hard. Any of you truck enthusiasts out there know that once you order something for your truck, you want it right then and there. And waiting 6 weeks, or I've heard of even some people waiting up to 12 weeks, it's kind of crucial. It's kind of hard for us truck enthusiasts. And I also did the plastic dip on the Duramax. I think that looks very clean, very good. This is also held up for a very long time as well. I've had that. I did that at the same time as I did the Chevy bow tie, and it's held up pretty darn good. And also the 2500 HD has held up pretty well, and you can barely see it, but I got the American flag flying strong on there too. If you look at these two things right here, that's where the old fender flare was. It's not really a fender flare, but the little fender that comes with the truck. I already took that off because I did get the Bushwhacker fender flares paint to match. So we actually had put it on before the wheels and tires came, and it looked freaking retarded. It looked so dumb because like my tires were not sticking out at all, and you got this big old thing sticking out. It looked pretty whack. So those came right off the same day. The guy that put them on, that helped us put it on, he was laughing too. He was like embarrassed to even drive the truck to go on a test drive. So that came off very quickly. But we're gonna have them back on once the wheels and tires come on. And the lift, once I get the truck back, we'll do a review on the rims, tires, lift, everything that I use. What research did I do in order to choose all the stuff that I did, and so on and so forth. I did buy the truck used 2015. This tonneau cover was already on it. I don't necessarily like it, but I've left it on because it came with the truck. It was, you know, it's free as of right now. I do want to get the roll-up covers that are hard, and I can just I can open and close them with a remote. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt trying to get this open and close, and I'd rather just have it with the remote where I can just open it real easy, and it's very accessible while we're working. This is a work truck. I am putting a lot of money into it, but I want it to look nice, and eventually once it does get to the point where I can't stand all the scratches, I was thinking about doing just Linex the whole thing. That way when we're in a job site, we're in a parking lot, you know, I don't have to park far away from all the cars so I don't get door dings. I could just, you know, it's gonna be a lot more durable. You'll be able to hit it, scratch it with a key, whatever, it's not gonna scratch. So I'm thinking about doing that. Right now it still looks clean the way it is, so I'm not gonna change it as of right now. But as you can see right here, I got a couple scratches already from this last lighting season. We do lighting, so we have you know, 6 to 7 guys in my truck while during the season. So as we come around here, you know, I gotta represent enthusiast Dirty Max Jack. He's holding it down over in PA. I want to hold it down over here in Orlando, Florida. I haven't seen too many guys out here having YouTube channels, so we'll be doing a lot of things over here in Orlando and get things going around here. There's a lot of super nice trucks out here. Eventually we want to start doing reviews on all the trucks of people that live in Orlando, get together and grow this thing organically. I did go with the these are Recon tail lights. I initially got the Spider tail lights, which were garbage. I had water leaking in both of them like the first week that I got them, so I do not recommend getting the Spider ones. So these have 6 LEDs on each top and bottom, and then also the red light bar lights up whenever your lights are on. And your reverse lights. Oh yeah, the reverse lights are LED. They're super bright, super cool. I recommend if you do get a whole new tail light, they never come with the LED reverse light, so definitely want to get that. I got that from Amazon. Both of them were like 16 bucks. You can't really go wrong with that. And then obviously this is plastic dipped as well, and I left the Silverado on there, and I also plastic dipped that as well. I have not done my back bumper. We might make a video of us doing that here in a couple weeks. At least I want to do it. I know it's not the best durable thing, but at least do it, and just till I decide to plastic dip. I'm not plastic dip, Linex the whole truck. And I'm probably gonna color match the Linex, so that way it doesn't change the color of the truck, and I don't have to do all the inside door jambs and all that stuff. We can just do the outside, and it's still gonna match with all the door jambs and everything else that comes with the truck. Oh shoot, what's that? It is a beautiful 6-inch tip with a 5-inch exhaust. As you can see right there, it comes chrome color, and we got that painted with the same material that you paint guns with, so it's able to stand the heat. There's a guy over in Cocoa Beach that sprays them with, well, his business is spraying guns, so he was able to get all the parts from the exhaust and go ahead and paint it. And to do the inside, he had like a sponge that he filled it with the spray material, and he went inside, so even the inside of all the components is all black as well, which is the look that I was going for. That way I never have any issues. I went ahead and went with the JAMO exhaust. The installers, they were saying that it fits the best as far as not having to move things around or you know, do anything special. They said it just goes on there perfectly. So I went ahead and went with their advice on that one. And it was gonna be painted black anyway with this coating. So I wasn't really worried about, you know, what brand or anything I was getting. So that's why I went with the JAMO exhaust. And yeah, this side is still plastic dipped. Oh yeah, how could I forget my 50 cal antenna with the candy blue. I tried it with my radio. It works good. I don't listen to the radio that much, so it doesn't really matter. It might look funny right now, but once the wheels and everything comes on with the lug nuts, it's all gonna come together. So let me open the hood for you and we'll see what's under there. So I went ahead and ordered the Whirly Fab intake kit. It comes with the intake and all these tubes, up pipes, down pipes, intercoolant pipe, and gives it that nice clean candy blue look that's gonna kind of be the theme of the color of my truck. Me and my buddy Jordan, he's behind the camera right now.
What up?
We were off-roading a few weeks ago, and as we're off-roading, a bunch of parts started falling off the truck. So I didn't mind it. You know, now we're able to do a little bit more with the truck now that those parts have fallen off, so I didn't really worry about putting them back on. And now I'm able to kind of work everywhere behind without certain stuff being in the way. And as you know, the truck comes with a big tumor that hangs down. That kind of fell off the truck at the same off-road experience, so we don't have to worry about that. So now when I do decide to get the amp research steps, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the 1500s, not the 2500s, because the ugly thing is not going to be in the way and they can hide all the way under. Oh yeah, whenever we did this, the Chevys normally come with a CP4. I didn't even know what a CP4 was or a CP3, but the guys that we were talking with recommended that I do a CP4 to CP3 conversion. And so we went ahead and did that. We heard that some things go wrong with the CP4 pump, so we went ahead and put the CP3 on there. That way we won't have any issues with that. And also the fast lift pump, I had the guys like really work on hiding it, because I've seen a lot of guys that it sticks out and it just looks ugly. It sticks out way down here, so I had them do their thing and they got it up pretty high, which I was very happy with. And then you have the lines going into the gas tank, so the gas, the diesel goes into the pump, gets all the water out, and I'm able to get way better fuel to the motor. And that's pretty much it for the outside. We got a lot of things coming very soon. Like I said, I'm dropping my truck off next Monday. And let's look at the inside. Haven't done much with the inside. Obviously got the WeatherTech. Love these things. I recommend anybody who works in a truck gets these. It's so easy to clean out. You're not messing up the carpet underneath. And I had to get this seat, the console with the seat. I would have rather had the full console, but since whenever our season comes, we have a lot of guys in my truck, so I have to lift this up and actually use that as a seat. So this was kind of a must-have whenever I was looking for my truck. Like I said, I'd rather have the other one, but this is a must-have for me, so I had to go with the LT, not the LTZ. So far, I love the truck, love the leather, love the heated seats. We're in Florida, I don't really need the heated seats that much, but I have turned them on here and there. And it's got 44,000 miles on it. When I got it, it had 30, so I put a good 15,000 miles on it already. And had a few issues with the warranty. Everything got taken care of before all the parts fell off, and lost my warranty. But everything has been running pretty good since then. We're gonna have a lot of stuff in our video, a lot of content, a lot of fun stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do in Orlando, Florida. We have the Everglades, we have lakes, we got waters, we got awesome drag strips and stuff. So we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with all that, involving all that stuff. this video. So there's a lot to come. This is only the first video, and see you on the next one.